Hello, Calvary Bible Church, and a Happy New Year. I'm Pastor Jim, and it's time to start our Reading Through the Bible in a Year challenge. We will read through the Bible chronologically with the New Testament added just to break things up a little bit. Your challenge is to read through the Bible in a year and look for the fingerprints of Jesus throughout the text. One note, if you do not have a hard copy of the reading plan, then you can find it on our webpage at calvarybible.us. Here are some things to look for in the reading this week. We will start in Genesis and Job with some reading in Luke and in John. I would like to share some highlights and nuggets for our journey together this week. In Genesis, we see God speak the universe into existence, all creation by his voice. One interesting fact to evaluate is a statement that King Solomon made in Proverbs chapter 3. He said this, "The Lord by wisdom founded the earth, by understanding he established the heavens. By his knowledge the deeps broke open, and the clouds dropped down the dew." God created all the heavens and the earth with his word and with his wisdom. That wisdom is what keeps the scientists on their toes. If you get a chance, take a look at 1 Corinthians 1:22 through 25. God in his wisdom says wisdom to earth in his son Jesus. That is a powerful Christ connection. Chapter 3 of Genesis brings us to this journey into sin. It starts with doubt, then deception. That leads to disobedience. Then there is disgust, all leading to destruction. It is a circle that is played out every day in our world, and the reason we need Christ in our lives. We also will see this battle between man and God. Cain will kill his brother Abel, and then will worry only about himself. He continues this self-focus by having a child and naming a city after him. Cain gives no glory to God at all, whereas Adam and Eve conceive Seth, who they give God all the glory. We will then step into the flood and Noah, where God will make his covenant with his creation and his people. The rainbow will be given, the promise of no more world flood, and a charge to those of Noah's family to live and to prosper. Take note of the conversation of the eating of the animals and the blood, blood being life. When we look at the lineage of Adam and the dispersing of the people, one note of interest is the conversation before Babel, where the names and tribes are presented. There is a reoccurring statement. These are the sons by the clans, their languages, their lands, and their nations. The writer of this passage knew the end of this particular moment in history, so he could state it before presenting the story of Babel, of the separation of the languages. Jesus, in the same manner, knows the story before it's finished. Finally, take a look at Job and his plight. He loses everything, yet glorifies God. Job teaches us that we may not understand the reason for our suffering, yet God will use it for his plan. C.S. Lewis was once asked, "Why should the righteous suffer?" He responded, "Why not? They're the only ones who can handle it. Even when life loses its luster due to suffering, it is all still worth it." Something to think about for sure. Hey, have an amazing week, and may God bless you all richly. God bless you.